better understand them. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do a turn and talk in our groups. Can someone read the first bullet point for me? Go ahead.
How does studying a specific word help you understand what's happening in the book?
Okay, and I want you to focus what's in red. We're looking at how studying, which means what we did right now, thinking through the definition, thinking through the examples, help you understand the word, which helps you understand a poem or book. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 minutes for this. I don't know where to begin. We're all saying cause ready, sitting straight up, chairs tucked in, feet flat on the ground. That means not on your desk. And go.
Yeah, this is a marker.
Yeah. 35. Hands down. So we're going to go ahead and talk about this. How does knowing a word help you understand what's going on in a poem or a book? Okay? Go. Thank you. So I heard some great ideas. Why does knowing a word help you understand what's happening in a book? Okay, go ahead.
You can know what the person means.
Yeah, so if someone's saying something, you know what they mean. Okay, what else? Go ahead.
You can better understand what's happening.
Yeah, so you can better understand maybe events in a book or a poem. Anything else? How does knowing a word help you understand? Okay, so we have some good ideas. It helps you understand when someone's talking. Helps you understand when there's an event going on. Go sit down, Aiden. Alrighty, great job, guys. And this little hint, those words we looked up are from your poem. So if you didn't know them before, now you do. You have a better understanding of them. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and look at some poetic elements. Can Can I have someone read the first one, imagery? Go ahead and read the meaning of it.
Descriptive language.
Okay, so does anyone know what imagery is? Go ahead.
Well, imagery is something to help you understand the poem. Like, it's making you think of a picture. It's making you help you think.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. Thank you. So when you see imagery in a poem or a book, it's when they're describing something. So for example, corridor, she says it's a long black corridor. Now you can picture it as a long black hallway into a library. Okay? What about setting? Can someone read setting for me? Go ahead.
Time and place, history and
Yeah, so time and place. So it's historical and social. Okay, who can go ahead and read allusion? Go ahead, thank you.
Reference
Reference.
to another known word, person, event, or place.
Okay, thank you. Who can read the fourth one for me? Go ahead.
When something represents ideas or qualities.
All right, thank you. So when something represents ideas or qualities, so for example, the bald eagle, what does that represent for America? Go ahead.
it's our national. It's our. It's the national. It's the. It's
Yes, sir, go ahead.
It's our national.
Bird, yeah.
It's
Yeah, so it represents America, also represents freedom. Okay, what about the color yellow? What does that represent? Okay, go ahead, John. Hyper, you're happy. So stuff like that, how if they use light colors, it might mean something happy. If they use dark colors, it might mean that they're sad. Okay, so I just want you to keep this in mind. So now we're gonna do another turn and talk. Thank you. We're gonna do another turn and talk. What elements might be important to understand what is happening in the poem? Okay, so now I want you to go ahead and look at these four and really think about which ones would help you understand what's going on in the poem. Whether it's setting, allusion, symbolism, imagery, and then just see and talk with your group. Okay? So can someone tell me what we're going to be doing right now? Okay, I'll put it back on the question. Okay, can someone tell me what we're going to be doing right now? Go ahead. Yes.
We're gonna turn and talk to our partners about what element might be important to understand what is happening in the poem.
Yeah, so just name it, whether it's imagery, setting, allusion, we're going to talk about which one helps us understand the poem better. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give you 3 minutes for this, so how much time am I going to give you? Someone tell me? Go ahead. 3 minutes. All right, awesome. So everyone say call's ready, so I know we're ready to begin. That means chairs tucked in, everything on your desk. Sitting straight up. Facing me, eyes on me. Unless you're facing the other way, that's fine. And go.
I'll go first. Alright. Who cares? We all far. Who cares?
Boys do that every day. So.
Wait, alright, ready? So, what's the... Do I have to mark? Alright. Alright, so the element, this is what's important.
What?
You say if
You say
or did you say?
I am not a bud.
Alright, fine. Finally, I got some marking rules. Alright, so the wording element of poetry is like imagery. It helps you get a better view of like what's happening. So like those. We know it's
I'm a cowboy. This boy sports pizzas. I'm not scared of it.
Wait, actually the setting is like where the players. Oh, I actually does. Kind of play. It just changes things, guys, and eat it to monkey. Hey guys, he's my best friend.
Okay, awesome. So I heard some really great ideas walking around. So who thinks is the most important one to talk about, especially with poems? Go ahead, John. Okay, the titles. But from here, which one do you think is the most important? Oh, well, we have imagery, setting, illusion, symbolism. Okay, illusions. Go ahead.
Setting,
Setting. And why do you say setting? Tell me more.
just to know what's happening in the story so you understand it more.
Yes, exactly. Go ahead.
I'd say imagery because it
Oh, wait. Give me 5. Hands down. Where should our eyes be when someone's speaking? At the speaker. Perfect. So let's all have our eyes over here. Go ahead. Say that again.
So the most important part of a poem is imagery because it helps you get a better view of what's happening in the poem.
Yes. After that. Thank you, everybody. So I heard setting and imagery. Okay? And so setting and imagery help along with the poem because it tells you when it is, where it is. And with poems, you have a lot of imagery and descriptions. Okay? And so now we're going to go ahead and look at annotation. Can I have someone read the bullet point right there? Go ahead, Amy.
What elements
Oh, sorry, the second bullet point. That's annotation.
Annotation helps us see things we did it before and understand what we read better.
Yes. So annotation is just something like this where we look at words we don't know. We underline, we circle, and that helps us understand the poem better. It helps us understand it better because it helps us actively read, and we can see things we missed when we first read it. All right, so for our summary, we're going to go ahead and read through the poem again. I want you to go ahead and think about the speaker and the important events. Can someone read those 2 bullet points for me? Go ahead. Oh, voice is off. This is your last verbal warning. Go ahead. Yes. So we want to pay attention to the speaker and important events. And make sure everyone's backpacks are on behind the back of your chair. Okay? So if you have your poem, go ahead and grab it. Take it up.
I think I have it.
Is it the poem about Mrs. Long?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I had that one.
Oh, give me 5.
After I'm done, can I roast it?
Hands down, that was horrible. Give me 5. Okay, better. Hands down. Give me 5. Thank you. Okay, we're waiting for 100% scholars. Hands down. We're going to do this again. Give me 5. Still waiting on a few scholars. Hands down. We're going to keep doing this until we get everybody on page because I want everyone to succeed. Give me 5.
Oh, what?
Okay, hands down. This is the poem, Mrs. Long. If you don't have it, I'll put it on the board. At voice level 0, I'll know everyone's ready. Sing college ready.
Just kidding.
Alright, so who doesn't have the poem, raise your hand. Okay, go ahead, Mike. Hands down. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and read through the poem. Everyone should be sitting straight up. Okay, so whoever has your poem, go ahead and share it with your group. We're going to go ahead and read through it. I want you to be paying attention to the speaker and any ideas or events. Okay, so a poem from my librarian, Mrs. Long. Voices should be off. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and read through it. So just pay attention and take notes if you need to on the piece of paper you have in front of you. At a time when there was not TV before 3 p.m. and none until 5, we sat on the front porches watching the JFG sign go on and off greeting. The neighbors discussing the political situation, congratulating the preacher on his sermon. There was always the radio, which brought us songs from the WLAC in Nashville and what we would now call easy listening or smooth jazz. But when I listened late at night with my portable that I was so proud of, tucked under my pillow, I heard Nat King Cole and Matt Dennis, June Christie, and Ella Fitzgerald. And sometimes Sarah Vaughan sing Black Coffee, which I now drink. It was just called music. There was a bookstore uptown on Gay Street, which I visited and inhaled that wonderful odor of new books. Even today, I read hardcover as a preference, paperback only as a last resort. And up the hill on Vine Street sat our Carnegie Library. Mrs. Long, always glad to see you. The stereoscope, always ready to show you far away places to dream about. Mrs. Long, asking, what are you looking for today? When I want to leave the grass, or Alfred North Whitehead, she would go to the big library uptown. And I now know, hat in hand, to ask to borrow so I might borrow. Probably this is something humiliating, since Southern whites like to humiliate Southern blacks. But she nonetheless brought the books back, and I held them to my chest, close to my heart, and happily skipped back to my grandmother's house, where I would sit on the front porch in a great glider and dream of a world far away. I loved the world where I was. I was safe and warm, and grandmother gave me neck kisses when I was on my way to bed. But there was a world somewhere out there, and Mrs. Long opened that wardrobe. But no lions or witches scared me. I went through knowing there would be spring. Okay. So that was the end of the poem. I'm going to go ahead and give you 5 minutes to take some notes. If you need to pass around the poem in your group, that's fine. Just no talking. If anything, go ahead and whisper if you need help. So, give me 5. Hands down, we elbow to ear, that means high in the air. Give me 5. Okay, elbow up. Thank you. Hands down. Okay, so can someone tell me what are we discussing or doing right now? All right, go ahead, John. Tell me what we'll be doing.
You know, it's trying to make a summary.
Almost, so we'll be taking notes. That way we can make a summary. If you need to look at the poem, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. You have to move it around. And I want you to take notes because we will be doing a summary for the exit ticket today. All right, so when I say go, I'm giving you 5 minutes. Make sure you have your loose leaf paper. Just take some notes and pass the poem around. Go. So you're taking notes on the poem. Any ideas you see? Anything you know about the speaker or observation? So we make it easy. So we have one.
I did. I saw my race on that too. Alright, that was easy.
Did you enjoy that?
No. I don't care about my boy. Why did it get Oh my god. But you can in summer.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever? What makes you cry?
What makes me cry is when I'm playing Fortnite.
When you lose the battle royale. Yeah, it's Alright, when was bed?
$5 million.
Alright, yeah, $5 million.
My dad does it. I'll ask him for it.
Oh my gosh. But I know it's bed.
No, we're betting $5 million and that's it.
Nope, I know it's bed.
Bet a Gucci watch now, I'm saying.
I'm just kidding, I know.
Oh my god, if you did not know what a Gucci watch is,
First, I don't know, but now I do.
if you bet a Gucci
funny, even though it cusses is funny.
It's trash. You watch me. Look at this.
I need all pencils down. We're gonna do that again. I need all eyes on me when the timer goes off. Oh, waiting on a few scholars. I need everyone's eyes. Okay, thank you. Okay, so now we have to go ahead and talk about the summary. So did anyone, who has any information on the speaker? Like anything you know about her? Whether it's gender, age, anything like that. Go ahead. Okay, that's fine. So do we know what the speaker is? Is she a girl or a boy? Someone raise your hand. Go ahead. Oh, voice is off. We're all paying attention. So she is a girl. Okay, so does anyone know what age she might be? Go ahead, Amy.
13.
Yeah, so she might be a little girl. Okay? So what about any, we need complete respect. Thank you. Does anyone know of any ideas the poem talks about? Or events? Go ahead.
Her going to the library.
So an event is her going to the library. Anything else? Does she go anywhere else? Go ahead. Oh, give me 5. Oh, hands down. We're going to do that again. Give me 5. So waiting on a few scholars. Hands down. Give me 5. I need 100%. Everyone elbow to ear. Okay, thank you. Hands down. Yes, she also goes to her grandmother's house. Okay. Is there anything else that you notice about the poem? Okay, so now we're going to go ahead. Thank you. Now we're going to go ahead and do the summary. Can someone read the first sentence? I need more hands, more volunteers. Can anyone read the first sentence? Go ahead.
The speaker of the poem is described.
Pause. All eyes over here, please. Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
The speaker of the poem is described evidently.
Okay, great. So all I need you to write in your summary is the speaker of the poem is, and then just fill in the blank. You don't have to write what's in parentheses, which is described with evidence. Okay, who can read the second sentence? Go ahead. Loud and proud.
The 3 most important events in the poem are blank, blank, and...
Exactly. So the 3 most important events are in the poem are blank, blank, and blank. Okay, so we just discussed the events, so I want you to go ahead and write that as a summary. Who can read the last sentence for me? I need more hands. All right, go ahead. Blank. So now we need to discuss what the poem is about. You can say whatever you want or who it's for. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and give you 8 minutes for this. Does anyone know what we're about to do right now? Raise your hands. Okay, go ahead.
We're going to do a summary.
Yes. We're all going to do a summary. Okay? And then which sentences are we using to write that summary? Someone raise your hand. Okay, go ahead. So what sentences are we using to write that summary? Yes, we'll be using the ones on the board, so I'll leave them up there. How much time am I going to give you? Someone raise your hand. Let's go. Anybody? Go ahead. Go ahead, Aiden. Well, I'll go ahead and sharpen your pencil, but how much time will I give you? Go ahead. 8 minutes. So I need all pencils down, all eyes up here. And go. And you can write it on that loose leaf paper. help, you can talk in your group.
They just subscribe. Then who's your favorite person who plays football? That's your team?
My favorite is modern.
Is he rich? Yes. It's a girl? Oh, I thought you said it's a girl.
He has 10 years stories in the room.
Does he
Ten
have?
of those are like $2 million.
Does he have?